What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, we got a Michigan basketball update video as we're going to be taking a look at Michigan's roster for next season, as Michigan has landed a couple of key additions in the transfer portal, plus Hunter Dickinson could be potentially coming back, and what Michigan will do now with Joey Baker officially not coming back to Michigan. It's all going to be in this video, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so Michigan basketball has had some huge roster changes as players have gone out, players have come in. A couple players who are leaving to go to the NBA, obviously Jet Howard and Kobe Buffkin, two huge Michigan players and key scorers to the offense last season. They're both going to the NBA and entering the NBA draft. Isaiah Barnes, a guard, has also entered the transfer portal from Michigan, and also Michigan center Hunter Dickinson has entered the transfer portal. Now, there is a chance Dickinson does come back. We'll talk about that later in the video. However, Michigan, Juwan Howard has gone out and gotten players in the portal, key ones too. The first one was Alabama guard Nimari Burnett. Now, Juwan Howard was actually targeting Burnett as a recruit when he was in high school, so this was a pretty big pickup for Michigan. He was a former McDonald's All-American, began his college career at Texas Tech before he transferred after his freshman year to Alabama. He averaged 5.6 points, 2 rebounds, and 0.7 assists this season for Alabama in less than 20 minutes per game. He also shot 36.8% from the field and 31.1% from three. Wasn't their best player. He does have upside on him, though. He was ranked as a top 50 recruit, so he definitely has potential, definitely has talent. He is a 6'4" guard, and he does have potential to have big games. Last season, he scored 18 points, went 5 of 6 for 3-point shooting in a win over Jacksonville State. Nimari Burnett transferring to Michigan, he said that he's a winner, and he also hopes to be a big part of the come-up at Michigan. He's also supposed to be a very good defensive player. In fact, many people believe that Nimari Burnett could be a tone setter for Michigan on the defensive side, just getting stops, and that's exactly what Michigan needs. He has a 6'9" wingspan and just shows the effort needed to be a tone setter on the defensive side of the floor. So that's what Michigan's getting out of Nimari Burnett. I don't know if he will be starting. He definitely could be, but if not, he will definitely be a key role player coming off of the bench. And the next guy Michigan got, this was actually a couple days ago on April 7th, it was a Seton Hall transfer and power forward Trey Jackson. This was quite a huge pickup for Michigan. Juwan Howard, they needed a power forward player who could stretch the floor out and who can shoot the ball, and that's exactly what they're getting. He's a 6'10", 250-pound power forward, and he averaged 6.5 points, 2.2 rebounds per game for Seton Hall, and he shot 37.5% from three-point range. He's also a Detroit native. He actually started his college career playing at Missouri before transferring to Seton Hall, and he was also a former top 100 recruit. He is a graduate student or transfer, so he should have at least just 1 year here at Michigan. Jackson told On3, "I chose Michigan because it's close to home and it means a lot for me to be able to come and play in front of my family. I chose Coach Juwan Howard because of his experience being around the game at a high level, but also the vision he has for my development on and off the court." So the best thing about him is, like I said, he can stretch the floor out. He's a shooter. Jackson actually had 13 points and 6 rebounds against Michigan at the Chrysler Center 2 years ago when Seton Hall beat Michigan. He also had 15, going 3 for 3 from three-point range in a win over Butler. Also, as a junior 2 years ago, he put up 21, went 5 of 9 on triples against Georgetown. 16 points he put up against Villanova. It went 4 for 3 for three-pointers and 17 points with 5 triples on 5 attempts in a win against Xavier. So he can definitely have some big games for you when he gets hot, especially shooting the ball from 3-point range. And then the next big guy, a big addition that we got in the transfer portal, was North Carolina guard Caleb Love. Now, Caleb Love committed to Michigan on the same day, April 7th, only a couple minutes or an hour after Trey Jackson committed to Michigan. Now, Love is 6'4", 200 pounds, and he averaged 16.7 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game last season. He also shot 45.5% on 2-pointers and 29.9% on threes with 244 3-point attempts. This is by far the hugest addition for Michigan, and not only was he a good player last year, but he was also a very good player 2 years ago. Now, Caleb Love will be a senior next year, but 2 years ago in the 2022 NCAA tournament, Love in North Carolina went to the national championship, and in that NCAA tournament, he scored 27 points in the second half alone in a Sweet 16 win over UCLA, and he also hit the game-sealing three-pointer against Duke in the Final Four, where he also scored 28 points in that game. He's definitely got that clutch ability to shoot it when your team needs it down the stretch in games, and that's exactly what Michigan needs right now, especially with Kobe Buffkin and Jet Howard leaving. But quite frankly, both of those players never were really able to come through in the clutch for Michigan down the stretch. I think Love is definitely a player Michigan could definitely lean on towards the end of games. So I'm very happy Michigan got Love in the transfer portal. Let me know what you guys think about all these pickups, but I also don't think Michigan is done in the transfer portal just yet. We also got news today that Joey Baker isn't going to be coming back to Michigan. He signed with an agent and he will be testing his luck in the NBA. We weren't really sure if he was going to be able to come back for his 6th season anyways, but Joey Baker for sure now isn't going to be coming back to Michigan. Jalen Llewellyn, on the other hand, is still waiting to get his waiver approved for a medical redshirt for last season, so he plans on coming back, and if he does come back, Michigan is still full on scholarships at 13 players, with Papa Conte and George Washington coming in as freshmen. So right now, the 2023 and 2024 scholarship depth chart for next season looks like Jalen Llewellyn, Trey Jackson, Caleb Love, Jace Howard, and Terrence Williams II all being seniors. Then Nimari Burnett being the only junior on the team. Then sophomores, Will Cheddar, Greg Glenn III, Yusuf Kayet, Doug McDaniel, and Terrace Reed Jr. And then incoming freshmen, Papa Conte and George Washington. And with Hunter Dickinson potentially leaving Michigan, I think Michigan Juwan Howard may be looking into the transfer portal, trying to pick up a big man. There still could be other players not coming back to Michigan this upcoming season. We just all have to see how it just pans out. But that's what the roster depth chart looks right now. But other than that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Michigan, Juwan Howard, trying to rebuild this team for next season and potentially make what seemed like was going to be a terrible season next season maybe into a good season. So we'll see, but definitely some huge additions from the transfer portal. Other than that, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new. I should have a football video out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys in the next video. Peace.